Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I got a request to make this cute outfit. It's a skirt and blouse outfit though. So I'm using two colors of fabric called Scuba, a pattern paper, a scissors, a tape rule, and a ruler. So let's get into it. So actually this is me measuring how the pattern is going to be. So the measurement I'm going to use is measurement I'm working with is here. So oftentimes whenever I draft pattern, I usually make the front bodice bigger than the back bodice. That's the conventional way of drafting the pattern because the body is not equal. The front body is bigger than the back bodice. So this is me measuring 23 is the round body, 23 divided by 4, that's 5.75. So I'm going to remove the 0.5 from the back to add to the front. So the front is going to be 6.25 while the back is going to be 5.25. I hope that calculation is okay, is understandable. So here I am trying to measure my zipper allowance, which is 1 inch. So I'm dividing it with the calculation I've said earlier. So here I am trying to measure the armhole depth, the shoulder slope, and the shoulder. The shoulder measurement I'm using here is 5.75, which is actually not the measurement I'm going to use earlier. All of this measurement I'm doing is for the front bodice. Please note this. So here I am just trying to get the depth of the armhole, which is your round body divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So this is what I'm doing. So I came in by half an inch for the armhole curve. So the shoulder slope I used is 0.5 because it's a 5-year-old child. So here I am just trying to determine the neckline for the front bodice, please note. So I will later use 5 inches for the shoulder measurement because it's an armless, so the shoulder measurement needs to be shorter. Here I am just trying to measure for the back. So this is where I discovered that I made a mistake or I need to correct it. So the shoulder measurement I'm using here is 5 inches. The shoulder slope that I'm also using here is 0.5. It's a baby's dress, 5-year-old child. So I'm trying to determine the armhole here for the back measurement. This is my armhole depth for the back measurement. So right now I'm using 5 inches for the shoulder measurement because it's an armless. So this is me just trying to correct all of the mistakes I've made at the front bodies and the back bodies. So this is it. The shaded part is the one I'm not going to use, that I'm going to cut out. So here I am just trying to correct all of my mistakes. So I also came in by 3 quarter of an inch for the back side, while the front side is half an inch. So that is that for the armhole. So here I am trying to determine the length of the measurement of the bodice. So the length of the bodice is 11 and a half. That is a half length. So I'm drawing it out because it's a 5-year-old kid outfit, so there's no need for that. So I am trying to determine the side. So I'm trying to determine the side fit here. I came up by 0.5 for the front bodice. So I just imagine there's a dart there. On a normal, there should be a dart for an adult outfit. So that's where I'm going to get it. I'm going to take it to. So this is me also trying to do that for the back bodice because conventionally all sides for an half length is not equal. I hope I'm communicating well. So this is me just trying to also come up by 0.5 for gaping. I also came in by 0.5 for gaping, so there will be no room for gaping at all. I do that for all of my pattern drafting. So I think I'm going to do a full tutorial on how to draft the pattern professionally. At this point, I'm trying to determine where my up shoulder is going to start from. So I came down by 4.5 inches to be precise, because so that it will not really show our breast and all that. So this is just me trying to see if there's any other thing I need to put in place. So I am just trying to cut it out. Just watch closely the way I'm cutting. And please, whenever you're working with an armless, remember to make the shoulder shorter. Don't use your full shoulder measurement. So this is just me just trying to cut everything out. So I'm actually not going to use the upper part, which is the shoulder part. I'm not going to use it. I'll just cut them out. It's an off shoulder pattern. So this is me just trying to cut everything out to make everything come out in shape. I hope this is understandable. So if you have any question about the pattern drafting, please drop it down in the comment section so I can attend to it. Thank you. So this is the full pattern we're using. This is the back, this is the front. So let's get ready for the cutting. So just for the cutting, this is what I do most times. You remember I didn't add any sewing allowance, so it is while cutting on the fabric that I usually add sewing allowance. So for the side, I added 1 inch. For the up and the lower part, I added 0.5 inches on both sides. So I replicated that on the back bodice also. So this is me just trying to cut it out. So I'm just replicating that same thing for the back bodice. So here we are for our skirts pattern. I folded my fabric into 4 because it's a full circle skirt. So the circumference I'm using, the skirt circumference, is my waist, is the waist, which is 23 inches divided by 6.28. So I got 3.662, which is my circumference. Because it's a layer skirt, I will be dividing those layers into 3 places. So this is what I did. The length for the skirt is 13.5. So I cut 14. So the next one I cut 7, and the last one I cut 3.5. I hope that's understandable. So this is me just trying to measure out and cut out my full circle skirt. So I am trying to fold for the second layer. So I'm still going to use the same circumference that I used for the full skirt, which is the longest one. Is the same circumference I'll use for the second layer. Is the same circumference I'm going to use for the third layer. And that's the same circumference I'm going to use for the blouse peplum. So this is what I'm just trying to calculate here. So I'm measuring 3.662, which I'm using 3.7 all through the circle. So make sure you cut it very well. So this is me just measuring the 7 inches for the second layer. I'm measuring 7 inches for the second layer. So after measuring, I draw it out, then I'll cut it. Please note, for the blouse, you are cutting in 2s. The pattern we use to cut the upper part of the blouse, which is the half length, make sure you cut it for both the fashion fabric and the lining. The lining is going to be Scuba. So this is me just trying to So I have
see what I've cut.
7 inches here.
The first one is
Then
14 inches, the second one is 7 inches, while the
inches,
smallest one
So after
is 3.5 inches.
7 inches.
So yeah, I am just trying to work with it.
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's all for the skirt. So Nepa decided to embarrass their father. Thank God it is not really industrial machine I have. So here is I have this and this together. Make sure the wrist is on top of each other like this. Then I have 1, 2, and the third longest one. So what I will do is I will take I'll put the 3 on each other. So I'll take the 3 on each other. Hope you can see. So while Nepa trying to make fun of their enemy, got to control. So apparently this is it. You pick the 3 together, the 3, then you sew it.
Voila, we're done with our joining. So this is the band for the skirt, because the skirt is going to have a band. So I'm cutting a stripe of 26 inches long and 2 inches wide. So I'm going to add an elastic into it. So this is me just trying to figure it out. So there is light now. You're about to start working. So this is how I'm going to join elastic into it. So watch me as I do it. I'm measuring the elastic I'm going to use. So I just added 2 inches to our waist measurement so that it won't be too tight for her. That's the measurement I'm using. Our waist measurement is 23. So 23 plus 2, that's 26 inches. So I'm going to insert the elastic into the band. Please note, always cut when working with Scubas to avoid bulkiness. So when I joined, I cut it out. Once I join, cut it out to avoid bulkiness. So this is me just trying to join it. So I'm adding elastic into it right now. So I'm done adding elastic. I'm joining it now. Always remember to cut out the bulky part of the Scuba fabric because it's a foam fabric. It's like foam. So if you do not cut it out, it will be very thick and it will be very hard for your sewing machine to sew it. So basically this is just what I'm doing here. Trimming out some of the excess. So we're going to join our skirt band to our main skirt. So this is, you make sure the joining part meets whichever joining part that is on the skirt. I hope that is understandable. So whichever joining parts let the joining part meet the joining part. That's what I would say. So you had it. Let's get into the sewing of the blouse part. I cut a stripe for the blouse part, in which is 5 inches long and 2 inches wide. So I'll be joining it together on fold. So I'm just trying to join it. Just trying to join the two. I'm also trying to turn it out. Remember to cut out the bulkiness. So this is me joining it to the main bodice. Joining the second one to the main bodice. Please remember to also join into the back bodice. The strap needs to be attached to both the front and the back bodice. So at the end of your joining, your measurement should be around 4.5 of what we cut out, so that it won't be too long and it won't be too short. Don't make it too short by joining everything, and it will now be like 3.5 inches, so that it will not get to the person's neck. Also, don't make it too long, in the essence that it will now be dropping down to be showing the person's breast. So please note this while joining the front and the back bodies. So remember, I told you we are cutting in twos. One will be for the fashion fabric, which is the main bodies, and the other one will be for the lining. So I cut 2 scuba for both the lining and the fashion fabric. I hope that is clear. So this is me just trying to join the two together. If you have any question concerning the joining process, please let me know in the comment section. And I also implore you to subscribe, to share. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up so that the algorithm will be favorable to me. I beg of you guys. So this is it. Yeah, I am back to my machine when I need to be back to the machine. If you know it, you know. So here I am just trying to top stitch on it to make it layer very well. To lie flat very well. So you need to top stitch it. You need to run a stitches around the neckline so that the bulkiness can relax. So this is what I'm just trying to do in order to achieve that. So I am joining my zipper to the back side now. I'm joining my zipper to the back side. Remember, our back side is just 1 inch for the zipper allowance. So this is me just trying to put my zipper for both the back bodies. Please remember to attach your stripe to the back bodice. I didn't attach my hair, but I did that off the camera. So I'm done sewing both the front and the back. Now I want to join the two sides together. So remember our sewing allowance is 1 inch, so we are using 1 inch to sew it together. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm sewing it with 1 inch downward for the side allowance.
Guys, our peplum. So we are adding our peplum. I actually cut the peplum off the camera. So the measurement for the peplum, the length is just 3 inches, while the normal circumference is the 3.662 that we've been using. So yeah, I discovered that the zipper allowance I had it is longer, so I have to cut it. So yeah, I'm just joining the peplum to the main bodice to the half length. So this is what I'm doing right here. I'm just joining the peplum to the bodice here. Voila, we're done joining. So I made a bow to the dress. Actually, I made 2 bows. So it will be attached to the bodice of the blouse. So that's my cutie bow. So here we are, back to our zipper problem. I'm just trying to finish up the zipper to the peplum. So I'm trying to fix it. The excess I have, I will cut it out. So I cut this off. Cut it off just to add something. I feel like it's still this one. Done with our skirts. Look at our skirts. Is it not beautiful? Look at our cutie blouse. Is it not beautiful? Thanks for watching. I love you guys.